All right, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. Let's see how this is all working out. I think we are good to go. All right, now, hey everyone. I hope you guys are all having a good day here. Sorry, just sat down after putting some music on. Oh, look at you being a good boy. Loki says hello to all of you guys. Loki, I think he had a toy or something. Oh, you want to play? Come here. Come here. Oh, are you just mesmerized? Come here. Oh. Where's Loki at? When he's getting ignored. Yum. A toy ball or a rope ball, but something he's mesmerized by. Oh. Yeah, now he listens. Yum. Alright, good boy. Alright. Hey Striker, hey Everlasting Bliss, Trav, happy to see all of you guys here. Definitely an extreme last few days, just a continuation of what we've been seeing here. I almost don't know exactly what's going on here. All I'm doing is following momentum and doing a lot of day trading, and I mean a lot of day trading today. I've actually popped up a lot of my trades to 50x longs at this point, just because I've been doing a lot of scalps where I'm holding for anywhere from like a few minutes to a few hours. And it's been working out very good. I've been posting a few of those trades on Twitter for you guys today, and they've been working out. I wanted to break down some different things that I'm going to be changing here over the next couple of days, giving you guys little updates about different stuff with the channel and sponsors and all that type of good stuff here. So just so you guys are aware of it all. So first of all, as far as Fairdesk is concerned, they are making a sister exchange, and they may or may not sunset Fairdesk. Right now, it's only a 25% chance that they would sunset it, because they would only do that if they want to move everything over to the new exchange, basically. And so I'm not entirely sure what's happening there, but they're coming out with a new exchange called JumpX pretty soon. And I'll test it out, let you guys know how I like it and stuff like that. They'll probably sponsor me. It's the same people as Fairdesk, so I'm not really concerned about anything from like a mischievous motive or anything like that. It's more of just like, how does the actual exchange work? Is it nice? Is it fluid? Is lots of tokens and stuff like that? And basically what I've come to understand about the new exchange is a lot of the feedback that I had been giving them, like, oh, I want a lot more tokens, I want a lot more spot trades, so that they're kind of just setting up a new exchange to handle all that, instead of dealing with Fairdesk, which they think is the model, I guess the system is just older. Instead of like building off of an old system, they're building a brand new one. I'm interested to see what happens there, but I just want to let you guys know about that type of stuff. Now, as far as trading and things of that nature, boy, oh boy, this is the Bitcoin 15-minute chart. You can probably see where I've been taking my trades. They've been working out pretty darn well so far. But just so you know, if you guys are new or something like that, let's just kind of break down what's happening, because we are actually breaking above a level of resistance. Whether or not we hold is something completely different at this point, okay? And hey, the J-Man, happy to see you. And hey, Jamrock, happy to see you as well. Excuse me, things are working out pretty well. I'm a little bit tired here. I don't know why I've been so tired lately. I think I've just been doing a lot more stuff. I'm planning a bunch of daily new content here, so pretty soon I'm going to have a daily video that I try to wake up early for. I post it around like 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning my time, and it's going to be new... it's going to be like a kind of like a forecast for Bitcoin, looking at the weekly chart, daily chart, and 4-hour chart. And I'm thinking the weekly chart is done every Sunday and Monday, and then on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're more primarily looking at the daily chart, the 4-hour chart, and the 1-hour chart, because you guys will have an understanding of how the week is going. First of all, then we can kind of focus on the shorter time frames. And then after that, I'm probably going to find 3 news articles every day that I want to talk to you guys about. They may be something that's very interesting. They may be something that's very boring, but it will be news that I think some people would be willing to look at and learn about what's going on in the ecosystem here, because of course there's just so much going on these days that we don't get to talk about, because we just don't have we just don't have too much time, right? So that's one thing here. So I've been kind of working on that on the sidelines here. I'm also in the process of getting some music from my friend Cheyenne, and I'm going to be able to play some hip-hop music and just other music that's better in the background and stuff like that. It'll most likely start off in the back of the back end of the video, so when I have the thumbnail and stuff that's saying, hey, watch this video or subscribe, you know, the end screens as they're called, you guys will start to hear some of that stuff working its way into into the mix here fairly soon. I just want to make sure that all the licenses and stuff are good. But yeah, so I got the connections there, which is pretty nice. And then I'm also just getting a little bit prepared for what I have to do with Bitcoin Nashville. You guys have seen me in that suit, I think, a couple times now, and I like it. I haven't worn it in a couple weeks, I don't think, since that expo, since the day after the expo, something like that. I like to wear the trousers and suspenders. I don't like to wear the jacket as much. However, I still haven't gotten my vest. And they got it for me, but it's like a month to do an appointment, and then it's like another few weeks for them to get it fixed up. So because the next appointment was all the way available, it was like August 12th or something, I talked with them and said, hey man, I spent a lot of money at your place. I bought more than just suits, and I bought a lot of shirts and stuff. I need shirts like $300. That's, you know, so I'm a returning customer, you could say. But he did move my time slot up for about a whole month. So I'm going to go in there the day after tomorrow, the 18th, get fitted for that vest and make sure that it all works well. They're going to try to tailor it up really fast so I have it in time for my trip over to Nashville in a couple weeks here. And then also my shirts and stuff. I also met somebody who's now, I would say, an acquaintance, but he owns a new club that's opening up in Seattle that I want to check out. So I've been making plans and doing things. I'm not really a clubby guy unless I go to Vegas, but I want to try out soon. You know, I want to try to go out a little bit more over here, besides just smoking lots of cigars, which I will typically do, right? But that being said, things are working out pretty well. You can see right now Bitcoin is doing some crazy stuff. We're in uncharted territory here, to be frank, just because of all the craziness. I really don't understand how Trump being almost assassinated really kickstarted this whole rally that we're looking at. However, it has. And because of the way I trade, we're going to have a big divergence here, I would say, over the next few weeks about how I trade and how a lot of you guys may be looking to make some money here. Now, that is not a bad thing. That just kind of shows you that I'm kind of stubborn and I stick to my strategies. So what I've been doing, as you guys know, I have multiple dollar cost averaging portfolios. I'm sticking with those for now, and I'm not doing any swing trades. I'm just not. Once the weekly chart gets more bullish here, you know, oddly enough, that'll probably happen once we break out above 72,500, or if we consolidate, then have another breakout over here back above where we are now. That's another option. Once that occurs, I'll be all gung-ho to swing trade, and I'll be holding for about 1 or 2 months, and we'll be looking at some really fantastic gains. For now, what I found to be working for me is doing a lot of day trading, and I mean 50x longs going berserk right now. You don't have to do 50x longs. You can just buy at the change of characters here, and they seem to be working out. And by that, I mean, you guys know I'm not swing trading because the weekly chart is up against level of resistance. We're currently breaking out above it, but it's kind of not working out perfectly, right? We got rejected from the $66,000 mark. However, momentum is still bearish, so that's really the main reason I'm not swing trading right now. Dollar cost averaging is my hedge, so I'm not losing money in case we do pop up and continue going wild like this. That being said, I know things are up. Most likely your altcoins are not all positive at this point in time, because I know mine are not. On the daily chart here, there's a little bit of a. I think this is actually kind of breaking a little bit at this point, because as far as I'm concerned, this is a change of character from here to here. I consider that one, or even from here to here, depending on how you want to look at it. I do think those have change of characters, or one from here to here. To me, those are all change of characters. Now, what I'll say about this is we have had bullish momentum here for the past few days. That's been something I've been very happy about, and why on the 4-hour chart I told you guys I'd be willing to buy Bitcoin once we started to break out above this trend line, because you would see a lot of oscillators start to turn more bullish. The dailies, the 4 hours, all that type of stuff. And so far that's proven to be a good strategy, and the strategy I'm going to continue to use. Here's where I'm starting to say, hey guys, be careful about how much you guys want to go into this at this point in time. You can see there is an order block right here. Honestly, we've been breaking above many order blocks. I'm not too concerned about another level of resistance. Right now, we're seeing a little bit of hesitancy to break out above 66,000 and really hold it commandingly. But in reality, I think we're just trying to deal with the 20-week moving average. I'm going to pop this up here very fast, 20-week, and let's go over here to the weekly chart. And you can see that right here, this orange line. I know it doesn't extend all the way, and it needs to, but you can see it kind of goes right through this candle. That's the challenge right now. Can we keep on going up over the next few hours, hold, and then use that as a level of support in which to go higher on the dailies? or at the end of this week, are we going to get knocked back down and get rejected from this? Okay? So I'm playing this in a much different light. I see that the daily charts are bullish. I see that the 4-hour charts are bullish right now, right? They're fairly bullish. They're not as bullish as they once were because of this big dip we had from, I think it was Mount Gox News or something like that, but not important here. Basically, what I'm doing is scalping on the 15-minute charts and the 5-minute charts. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you guys that everything was already bullish in the 4-hour and the daily, right? That's nice. I'm going to turn on the color candles here, and you guys can see how the 15-minute charts have been looking so far this cycle. Working out very well, working out very well, working out very well, working out very well. Did not work out well, but did not hit the stop loss. So up to you if you took a small loss right here from there to there, or if you let it run. Either way, I'm just going to call this a loss because it did not give us really good profit, if that makes sense. And of course, that worked out pretty well. That worked out pretty well. And I think before that, you wouldn't be looking at this one right here or this one because we hadn't broken out yet. And according to my strategy, I would not be buying these ones. Even though they did work out, I don't buy those. So we are seeing some really nice stuff come to light. I have been doing a lot of trades like I've been telling you guys before. Some of them have not even been doing this entire move. Some of them have just been buying here and selling here. But but I have a 50x leverage, so it doesn't matter. I think I posted one of these on Twitter just a few minutes ago. If I can find this. There we go. Well said. What happened? What happened? Oh, Vivek. Okay. Let me go over here to my profile. I'll try to find some of that stuff if you guys want to listen to it in a little bit. I just got the music rolling on right now, so I don't want to make it go back and forth, back and forth. Oh yeah, this was crazy. I don't know if you guys saw this. Oh, I guess I don't have the angle right. Let me go over here to YouTube scenes, maybe. Final stream. There we go. Look at this. You can see how the bullet almost hit him. Dude, luckiest guy in the world. Lucky. That is absolutely insane. Whoosh. How fast somebody can drop when there's some bullets coming after them. But yeah, I was just doing a little bit of trades here. This one was another nice scalp play. I'll streaming a little bit later on. 15% gain, $236 in profit. I don't know how long I held that one, but it wasn't for long, only a few minutes. And then the one before this was 168 bucks off of 33. I did a lot more, but I think Bitcoin is always the best thing to show off to people because meme coins can get kind of extreme. But it looked pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with the results. And my point is, my strategy, I'm going to dub it the Whitman strategy because I don't know anybody else that has this. And I'm going to make a more refined smart money concepts videos. This is going to be tedious for you guys to watch, I swear. But every week I'm going to try to come out with a new smart money concepts tutorial. And the whole purpose of it is just to help me make a better video every single week. And then you guys can learn something new every week if you want to watch it, but you guys don't have to watch it if you guys don't want to, right? It's mostly if you want to support the channel and just kind of learn some of the intricacies of what I'm talking about. There'll be some tutorials that maybe only last a half an hour with smart money concepts, but I'm thinking I'm going to have a couple which are going to be like an hour to an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours, where I'm breaking down everything with smart money concepts and seeing how that works out and going through a number of examples for you guys. So we'll see, because most of the time we look for everything to be in alignment. It doesn't have to be, and that's why I'm trading right now. However, it's a lot easier if you at least have the daily on your side, the 4 hour on your side, etc. Right? So you can see they're working out very, very well. The 5-minute chart, I've been looking at this one too, and you can see this one also has been good. I think this has been a better one for scalping. You just don't hold through this little bit of a cycle, though. You see how everything's kind of going flat there? You don't hold through that stuff. People typically want to hold on for a while, and that's not me. You can even see there was actually a false signal right here where we just got slammed back down, then we pumped back up. So not perfect, but overall still working pretty well. So if you guys are looking for a strategy, it seems to be it. And what I think I'm going to do over the next few weeks here, because I'm moving money from Fairdesk over to Blowfin while I wait for this new exchange to pop up here later on in the month, I'm going to be doing some day trading on Fairdesk with you guys. And we're mostly going to be focusing on the change of characters and break of structures. And we're probably going to be doing $500 trades with anywhere up to 10 to 50x leverage. and we're just gonna let them kind of grind on as they will, and we'll take profit when we feel like we've made enough money, and we'll take appropriate stop losses. For example, you can see this 5-minute chart. You buy right here when it turned green. You have your stop loss set right here at the bottom at the order block, and then you're probably going to sell at resistance levels right here, or you can wait a little bit longer to see what happens. But if I have a 10x leverage, maybe I would have to hold a little bit longer. In this example, you know, that's 0.5% right there times 10. That's a 5% gain in 15 minutes. That's good enough for me. That might not be good enough for you. That's good enough for me. But if I were to let it hold on and see, wow, we're breaking out, there's some type of, you know, rectangle play happening here, you know, then there's, you know, what, 10%? Yeah, so that's 10% return right there on the 1% up. You know, that's 20% right there. So you can see how this could be some real good money. But we're going to be actively doing this. And then as far as copy trading is concerned, I'm also going to be starting that back up, just doing this here. But primarily on the 4-hour change of characters, so I don't actually have to micromanage them, because I don't want to. When I want to trade is when I want to trade. I don't want to be forced to trade at a time, which is inconvenient to me, because during those times my profitability rate is not as high because I'm inconvenienced. But yeah, that's something that you guys already know. You want to trade when you're in a good mindset, not early in the morning, not late at night, kind of just when you're hitting that zone. And actually, for some of you guys, it may be early in the morning or maybe late at night. But you know me, I'm a little bit different. ADHD gets me. There we go. Move that over a little bit more. Got a signal XRP, but taking it longer to target price. That's not a problem right there. XRP's been working out pretty well. There's been rumors and stuff. I think Crypto Wendy put out a video a while ago. Should be interesting to watch that one. And hey, Wilder, happy to see my man. Things are doing pretty well. Did a leverage trade with Turbo. Think it's time to close it. For me, I've already been closing a lot of my trades, but it's primarily because I've been day trading and a lot of scalping as well. I've just been taking those as they come along. So one thing that I've been doing is I've had that same thought on a few trades through today, because I haven't necessarily been trading just at levels of resistance. Like you can see this 15-minute chart right here, bought right there, sell right here, worked out, but it kept on going higher, you know. What you could do is typically just put a stop loss in place that's in the green. That's going to make you money. So even if Turbo would have come down, hit that stop loss, you've still made some money. As far as Turbo's concerned right now, let me go over here and check it out. At this point, it would have already hit that stop loss. So yeah, I'd say be a little bit more cautious here. Depending on when you bought it, you're still pretty much the green here. But for whatever reason, this thing is coming down fairly quickly. Is Bitcoin coming down fairly quickly? I'm not entirely sure. Just a little bit there. Yeah, maybe it looks like Turbo's hitting some turbulence at this point. So yeah, might be worth just taking a little bit of profit off the table or selling it all. Typically, I just have the stop losses. I think for like 9 out of the 10 like trades that I've been doing today, they hit a stop loss and not the target price, because I kept on moving that stop loss up just in case. And part of that was I was doing some work here, so I couldn't actually micromanage like I talked about before. I didn't have time to really pay attention to everything I was trading. But yeah, it still seems like it's overall doing okay, but that sudden dip right now is really making it move down. What you need to do is help us push the price up. I mean, right now, I think the Republicans are doing that by themselves. Again, the wildest thing about this all is how this all started. The kickoff started because Donald Trump was almost assassinated. If you guys look online right now and you guys go to MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, Newsmax, CNBC, I mean, all the different media players out there, what you're seeing is a lot of coverage over this event, a lot of talk about unity and stuff like that. I don't know if the unity is really going to come, but that's what they're all talking about, right? Let me make sure something is working on my end. Okay, there. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff working its magic here. All I know is that on the 4-hour chart, we're slowing down a little bit. I'm waiting to see if we get a boost here later on. Until that boost comes, I'm probably holding out a little bit to see what happens next. One of the things that I'm excited about here, as far as like if you just wanted to attempt a swing trade where you're holding for a few days or more, is we do have the change of character here on the 4-hour chart. We do have the golden crosses on the 20 and the 50, which, they do symbolize something. I wouldn't say they're necessarily the greatest of things in historical context, but they are, it is nice, I would say, right? The daily charts right here, we've averted a death cross right here. This is the 20-week moving average. We're already above the 50. Things are looking pretty nice. It's just, again, Bitcoin can go up very fast, but it can also go down very fast. And because I don't see the weekly momentum on its side, it really makes me wonder how much further we can go. And so I'm enjoying this little bit of a euphoric time, but all I've been doing during this is a lot of day trading just to make a lot of fast cash and adding some of that profit back into dollar cost averaging. I really have not been thinking about, oh my God, I'm putting a lot of money into the market right now and I'm forecasting in 3 weeks time everything is going to be great. If anything right now, the way I'm trying to focus my money is to pour as much as I can in a responsible manner into a lot of altcoins here, because I know we have FOMC minutes coming out sometime at the end of the month. I believe it's the 29th or the 30th, one of those two. And then if Jerome Powell comes out and says something fairly dovish, that would give Bitcoin a boost that could potentially push us up back towards all-time highs and then possibly break it above it. And then right before that, on the other, within the same week here, we have Donald Trump and RFK talking in front of a lot of people at the Bitcoin Nashville conference, rallying for why crypto is awesome, why they should buy Bitcoin, how they're going to support Bitcoin, Bitcoin regulatory policy and all that types of stuff like that, which is tangible, good stuff that we can see bring a more positive price to Bitcoin. Go over here, you can see the headliners for the event. You got Donald Trump, 45th President of the United States. You got RFK Jr., independent presidential candidate. You got Kathy Wood, Michael Saylor. You got a whole bunch of big dogs here, Russell Brand, Edward Snowden, Bill Miller IV. You got people here. You got a lot. And at this point, I think this should give Bitcoin a little bit of a catalyst. We'll see exactly how this plays out. We're not entirely sure if Bitcoin's going to soar, crash, whatever. A lot of what I'm talking about here is just my best opinion, and I was not expecting Bitcoin to have this fast of a rebound. I didn't know if we were going to break down. The momentum suggested we would, but all it took was maybe a few gunshots, and all of a sudden Bitcoin is back to the races here. So, Vivek is going to be there. Oh God, this is just going to be like a freaking crazy rally at this point. You got Senator Bill Hagerty, Marsha Blackburn, Ro Khanna, Caseoh Rodamore. I don't know who that is, but yeah, maybe somebody. His face is kind of fucked up apparently. Aaron Arnold, Aaron. I don't know who these people are. It's going through a lot of A's and stuff like that. But yeah, going to be a lot of people here. Of course. Most of these people, honestly, don't really care because I'm not going to really listen to them. But if you guys do care about what these guys have and their specific talents, I do think it'd be worth it to, watch the social media around the event. I'm not saying you have to buy the ticket and stuff. If you guys want to, of course you guys can. I know a lot of people are buying tickets just to literally watch Donald Trump, RFK, and then Vivek. They want to see all the politicians and the rowdiness that goes along with it. By all means, let them do their thing, but I'm still so cautious, and I'm scaling out in a safe way right now. But again, it really depends on which portfolio I'm talking about. I have dollar cost averaging portfolios where I put a lot of money into them back in March, April, and May, and June, but they're still not even close to being profitable. And by that, I mean, sure, my Ethereum is working out very, very well from the time of dollar cost averaging. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I started buying back over here. So my average is basically right here. I was averaging up and it got moved back up towards here. And now I'm just a little bit up, okay? There's a difference there. Solana, a little bit of a different story, but you guys can still see the same typical pattern. Started buying back over here. Lowered the average. Average went up, came back down, was here for a while, so my average is more around 140, and now we're spiking up, and I'm pretty happy with it. But if you go over towards a few of these other coins that we might have been buying, like World Token, March, where we are now, completely different. Has it had a beautiful spike from $1.73 to $2.80? Yes, you better believe it. But am I profitable on my World Token? No. RNDR, am I profitable on this yet? No. No. Fetch? No. NMR? No. Pendle? No. You get what I'm saying here? So I'm still treating this as a time where for altcoins, I want a dollar cost average. I want to play this the safe way. And I'm not going to really change my strategy because Bitcoin's booming. All that I've changed as far as my longer term assets is to just allocate more money to them right now. And that's only because I'm making so much money because I'm day trading. The day trading game has been great. So as we kind of watch some of these play out over the next few hours and stuff like that, next few days and weeks, when I see some good trades popping off, I'm going to be live trading them with you guys. I don't think it's going to happen tonight because it looks like we're going to be cooling off for most of the stream. But when I see these from now on, I am going to open up like a $500 trade, 10x leverage, 20x leverage, 30x leverage, have a stop loss, and then just see where this goes and see how much money we can kind of rank in from doing this strategy here, okay? So for now, I'm just going to keep this my head in the corner here just so you guys can see the full chart. But you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about. And hey, Walter, profit is profit. As long as that portfolio is growing, don't listen to whatever anybody else says. All I care about you guys doing is making profit. I don't think people understand that the whole purpose of this is to make profit. Even when I make $1 million, it won't be worth what I've been through in crypto. Enraged is an understatement. Yeah, it really does. It really does wear you down if you're not used to it. That's typically why you hear me talking about multiple portfolios, how I have that one that's a long-term one. I have the one that's more of a cycle one, which I've already started to scale out some of my Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stuff. Then you have the ones where you kind of like playing the smaller cycles within this market because it's been so weird. And then you got the day trading. The day trading today was absolutely fantastic. It was a great, great time. But damn, you know, I would like this environment a lot more often, which is typically what you would get during a bull market. When you 10x leverage, what would you say your average profit percentage is that you actually take? Probably 10 to 20%. It can be higher sometimes, but not really much. I mean, if you think about some of those trades that I just showed you guys on Twitter, 15% return, 50x long, right? 15% return, 50x long. Now, I was playing with fire because I bought this at $65,600 and I saw the resistance around $66,000. So I was really playing with fire, and I don't recommend you guys do this. But that's what I was seeing. And I sold at $65,815 basically, maybe a little bit higher than that, I think. But I didn't want to wait for it to touch 66,000 because usually you see a little bit of a dip when that happens. And if you go over here, 66,100, dip, and now we're cooling off. I knew I was going to be streaming right now, so I don't want to have that open position with you guys. But let me see if we can go back over here. And the other one, 50x long, 33% return, so it's almost a percent basically, with $168 in profit. I bought at $64,809. I sold at $64,372. Right? And that was mark price. No. Oh, this was a short. Sorry. My brain was thinking, how the hell is that a profitable trade? But it was a short. I told you guys when I was doing my video earlier throughout the day, a few hours ago, that I opened up a short-term short here just to kind of play around with some resistance that I was seeing. And I ended up closing it out, thank God. Otherwise, I'd be in a lot of trouble right now. Or would have been stopped out, I guess. You could actually see the stop loss right here. 64,400. Price right here is 64,372. It was pretty close to that, but that stop loss was in the profit, right? So there's different ways of going about this type of stuff. For me, though, I would say typically it's going to be, if you do 10x leverage, 10 to 20%. You're usually waiting for a 1 to 2% move. If you want to do a little bit less than that, you can, and then you're not going to be holding for nearly as long, but you're going to be expecting anywhere from 5 to 10% profit on average. There we go. So kind of watch Bitcoin go up here. Do I think Trump speaking in Bitcoin conference will shoot the price up more? I think there's a good chance it does it. I think there's a good chance, yeah. Trump has really become a major catalyst for Bitcoin in a way I didn't really foresee happening. I'm excited to see what he can bring for the environment and for the industry here. You know, he's gonna ramble about some stuff. We already know that, but you know, that's gonna be enough to get people excited. You're gonna see Watcher Guru tweeting every few minutes. In terms of Bitcoin, I'm the same with you. 65 has that heavy resistance, but whales institutions still want it to go up. Like you said, Bitcoin daily changed to try Golden Cross. Yeah, I'm just sitting right now. I'm just chilling. I mean, I'm not chilling. I'm doing a lot of day trading, but I'm still okay with what we're looking at here. If you guys go over to CoinDesk, I shared this article earlier this morning with you guys. I'm waiting for it to load, I promise. There we go. Trump says he'll release 4th NFT collection. The people want me to do another one. Jesus. There we go. Here it is. So Bitcoin ETF traders bought the... This is why I hate CoinDesk so much. Bitcoin ETF traders bought the dip and now are buying the rebound as inflows topped $300 million Monday, right? They are loading up on this now. Wall Street is buying up. They're anticipating something happening. We'll have to wait and see what. But we do see something happening right now, which is great. And as a reminder, you guys can see how certain events can really cause Bitcoin to spike. As weird as this spike has been, as crazy it has been, we all know this, it's been happening quite rapidly. Bitcoin is fine. Ethereum is fine. Solana is fine. Where I think, again, people are having that concern is what's happening here with... what's happening here with altcoins, because altcoins haven't had that full rebound just yet, right? And that's where things get a little bit more, you know, what do I do? What do I do? How do I get myself out of this hole and things of that nature? There we go. Went ahead and closed it, made $4. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Let's see. There you go. Hey, Haram. Okay, there we go. So weird. I'm very happy with my $4 profit from Turbo Trade. Don't get me wrong, but I said my ROI was around 80%. It was $50 at 10x leverage. Does it sound good about right? Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. As long as you're making profit after the fee kicks in, I think you're in a good spot. Just keep on practicing those strategies. And right now, as far as I think about Bitcoin and what's going on here, I just showed you guys that 5-minute chart with the smart money concepts. This is the 15-minute chart, but you can see how this is working. You can always try to adapt this with some other things as well. Something like a MOG token, right? Popped up, popped up, popped up, popped up, popped up. So yeah, I had some good times. As I look at this, it's not as nice and clean as Bitcoin, though. You can kind of tell from just looking at it. Go over to Turbo. This one actually has been working out fairly well. It's had some nice little pops here for scalpers mostly, or people that want to do a little bit more day trading, but it's been working out. Maybe not everything is really popping off that sky high, but I don't think it has to. Actually, in this circumstance, you can see that everything was freaking bearish, so there's no way you'd be buying any of these. You wouldn't have probably bought until either this one or this one. I would say this one would have been a higher risk trade anyway, so you probably would have started buying right here and missed out on this return, but still profit, 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 and profit. So there are some cases to be made that you guys can be using the smart money concepts here with a lot of these altcoins. And in fact, we don't even have any oscillators on the screen right now to show you guys, oh yeah, the 4 hour was good, the hourly was good. This is just smart money concepts without any of the other stuff. RNDR, right? RNDR is not the thing to be using this with. It has some good points, but not really working out very good. Fetch AI. This one has been working out fairly well. Mixed right there. I guess the momentum wouldn't have been on your side anyway. Worked out. No, no, no. Ah, yes, actually that one worked out. I forget these are 15-minute charts, so there's like holding for an hour. This one might not have been perfect, but... Oh, momentum. No, never mind. This momentum wasn't there, but you get the point. You're going to have to look at more than just the 15-minute chart and see where it's going. Here's the daily. Kind of a weird change of character moment right there. But you can see the break of structure. You might want to buy here. Hold on until it hits 154. Another 10%. Or another 10 cents, excuse me. There we go. And then one last thing here. The dollar index did come back down to support like we thought it might. At this point, we are waiting to see if it continues to break down. If this does happen, you will see, hopefully, a larger rebound in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Let me lock all that stuff back up there, but we could be looking at the dollar index going from 104 down back here to 102.71 or the 102 level, just basically 102s, and then finding our next level of support over here. That could be another big boost. One of the things that we've been seeing as far as the stock market is actually the Russell 2000 spiking right now. This is an index of lower market cap stocks. It's going boom. This is back over here, 2022. This is the end of COVID over here. We haven't even broken out of those all-time highs. And so I think all of a sudden everybody's pouring money into these particular stocks and you're seeing a side rally. So if some of you guys prefer to trade stocks right now while Bitcoin's kind of pizzazzing all over the place, Russell 2000 stocks are going to be your play. The SPY is still going up. It is hitting a Fibonacci resistance level. We'll see what happens, but it is about to hit that. NASDAQ is going up still. Dow Jones is going up still. So we're seeing a lot of big moves here. Hopefully Bitcoin can actually capitalize on that as well after a good CPR report earlier this month. There we go, right here. Hey Ken, happy to see you. This time Bitcoin needs to have a boom in order to get alts to go up. A very large boom this time. That would be if Bitcoin really goes to 80,000 bucks within the next couple weeks. I honestly don't know if that's going to happen. I see that we have a lot of catalysts going on. I see it. I'll be surprised if we do it, but I'll make money regardless because I have those dollar cost averages in here. And especially as I start to stream more often, I will be streaming more at more random times, and I'll be putting out more content. It's been much more difficult than I thought for me to plan the content that I'm going to be doing, because the time commitments are just kind of more than I would like. But what I've decided on here, this is still more of a rough draft, but I'm gonna get started with it. I think on Thursday here. No, Thursday I'm going up to Seattle for a while. Yeah. But basically, imagine every day there's some type of Bitcoin update video where I'm giving you guys technical analysis that's going to, on Mondays and Sundays, it's going to be mostly about the weekly charts and the daily charts. Weekly, daily, 4 hours, so you get a gist of what's going on to start off your week. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, we're going to be talking more about the 1 hour charts, the 4 hour charts, and maybe even the 15-minute charts, just so you guys have an understanding of what you guys might want to be doing as far as day trading. And then after we talk about that for maybe 5 to 6 minutes, I don't know how long it'll take for that general overview. It's not going to be totally in depth, but just a good overview to tell you where you guys should be going. And then I'll be doing about 3 to 4 news articles and talking about those on the video. And then perhaps one other thing that I'm looking at, it could be political, it could be some crazy story that's not in the realm of cryptocurrency, more in the stock market. I'll be talking about that too. And then, I'll be posting a video of just my thoughts on what's going on today as far as something that's happening. So if there's a news event happening that day, Trump getting shot, you name it, I'm going to be doing that. And then that'll happen with me outside with Loki. On top of that, there'll be one stream which I'm going to aim to have at 5 o'clock every night. I will not have it on 5 o'clock on Thursday because I'll be coming back from Seattle on the train. But that'll be what I'm trying to get started here. And then finally, I'm going to, how would I say this best? I'm going to be working on a lot more tutorial stuff. I've made tutorials or answered some of your questions, but I feel like I have to do a lot more tutorials. I'm going to be doing a lot of smart money concepts tutorials. I'm going to learn a little bit more about ICT concepts and how that's structured out so I can make some videos for you guys there. And then I think that'll be enough to kind of keep the channel going here on a smooth rhythm. You'll see me posting content about me smoking cigars and having a good time and stuff. That type of stuff. I think I just posted a thing on Instagram when I was smoking last night. Profile. Yeah. Smoked a nice Cuban last night. It was freaking fantastic. I love that sucker. But yeah, it was good. View of the mountains when I smoked my cigars. Loki chilling out, having a good time. All that type of good stuff. So I'm going to be posting a lot more across all of my social media, which again does take time, but I think I can manage it appropriately. I'm just not going to overburden myself because you know how overburdening yourself, I typically crash out instead of worked through it, if that makes sense. I'm like, I don't got to deal with this shit. I just stopped. So let's hope that doesn't come to that. Any plans for Ethereum's ETF? We were just reading an article. I don't know if I still have it up. There we go. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Inflows also come in as issuers of potential spot Ethereum ETF prepared to submit the final documents with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, who signaled that funds could hit the market as soon as Tuesday, July 23rd. So that is going to be next Tuesday here coming up, and that might be the earliest that we see the Ethereum ETF. It would be crazy if it came out during the Bitcoin Nashville Expo. You're going to see a massive rally across most assets, and that would probably really take away from a lot of Bitcoin's dominance, leading to a potential big move by meme coins here, altcoins and stuff like that, which is what a lot of people are looking for at this point in time. So yeah, I do think that could have a really impactful move coming up here pretty soon, but not until apparently next Tuesday is when the SEC is signaling it. How much would Bitcoin go up? I mean, it's already gone up a lot, so if you want to buy into it, be very, very, very careful. We're dealing with a big level of resistance that we're going to have to try to hold and break out above before Sunday. I believe at this point in time we have broken out above it, but we're not really using it as a level of support just yet. So you're just buying at this big level of resistance right now. If I was to guess, I would say that Bitcoin's actually going to go a little bit more sideways here for a couple more hours, and then we're going to try to continue breaking up and going back up here towards $68,000. It's a little bit more of a long shot here because this level of resistance is impactful just because it times up with that 20-week moving average. But momentum is still bullish right now on some of these shorter time frames. So you could see us spiking probably back up to $66,000, $67,000, $68,000, and that's probably the best thing you guys can be looking for. I primarily am doing day trading though. I'm not holding for that whole move. I'm buying up little spurts as they happen. That way I'm enjoying the moves a lot more. Like right here, buy right here, stop loss there, sell right here, etc. Buy right here, stop loss there, sell right here at resistance. Buy right here, break of structure, stop loss right here or right here. I chose right here, sell up here at level of resistance. You scroll back enough, you're going to see these levels of resistance kind of peaking up, all right? So there's different ways to go about it. For me right now, I'm going long on Bitcoin here, or I don't really actually have any open day trades, but I'm waiting for us to cool off, and then if I see a breakout after that cool off period, I'm going to buy it. That's probably the best way to say that. There we are. And let me push this back up a little bit more here as well. There you go. And this is kind of an example I showed you guys before. I'm going to put more money into this Blowfin account. Basically, my Bitcoin is up 9% and my ORDI is up 7%. Surprisingly, the meme or the the altcoin is not higher than Bitcoin, which I think is hilarious. Shows you that Bitcoin is making some bigger moves than a lot of other tokens. Let me go back over here very fast. I was going to show you guys Bitcoin stuff. Oh, there it is. There you go. Here's all the news that I saw on Twitter with Bitcoin today. This is from the Bitcoin archive. Breaking Senator Menendez, who said Bitcoin is the ideal choice for criminals, was just convicted for taking bribes in gold and cash. Absolutely wild. Got found guilty on all counts, I believe, so he's in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. BlackRock just bought $260 million worth of Bitcoin today. Huge, trillions incoming. I don't know about trillions, but I do believe BlackRock will own a bunch of Bitcoin before this altcoin season is over. A lot of Bitcoin. Anything else right here? BlackRock buys 460 Bitcoin here. 4,060 Bitcoin, excuse me, right here. And they're just buying up more and more and more here. Bitcoin up 4.7. Germany sold all their Bitcoin for 54,000. If they waited 2 days, they could have made an extra $3.5 billion. Fucking Jesus. Yeah. A lot of stuff going on right now. But we're over. You know, to be fair, guys, the Germany saga is over. Now, what I think we're all focusing on is the Mt. Gox stuff, and then what's happening with Trump, because Trump seems to be really propelling crypto higher and higher and higher at this point. The future of Bitcoin is bright, and there you go. A little bit of mini-me action here. Definitely looking a lot brighter after a very abysmal last few weeks. How long will this last? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. But We're gonna milk it for as long as this thing lasts here. Now, going over here to the RNC, I'm not gonna play any of the videos here, but basically, you're gonna see a lot of stuff. What is this? Amber Rose. Oh yeah, she had a good speech from what I heard. Ron DeSantis brings the House down. Loud and thunderous applause as he gives his speech and articulates the enduring principles of conservatism. Alvin Bragg is despicable for what he has done to this family. Our hearts break for his mother's brave son. Oh, I'm not even sure what happened here. But basically, there's a lot of stuff going on. Live from RNC, not all heroes wear capes. Where is the Jeffrey Epstein client list? Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there was also talk today that Iran was trying to assassinate Trump. I don't know what the heck's going on. There's too much stuff going on here. I guess Sarah Huckabee Sanders is talking right now. Not even assassin bullets could stop him. God Almighty. There's a lot of God talk in this convention. I'm having the time of my life. Somebody's enjoying this. Two Sikh women lawyer commentators. It's great to meet Mehek Cook in person. I don't know who they are, but it looks like they're at the convention center here. A lot of stuff happening this week, just a lot. Who is this? I don't know who any of these people are, but I guess that's probably a good thing. I don't know. Let's see. Something's going on. Oh, a 21-year-old wearing a ski mask armed with an AK-47 arrested in the National Republican Convention. Damn, yeah. So there's still some tense moments coming up, it looks like there. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. And hey, Stefan, I don't know what Rabu is. Let me know. And hey, JC, Mike, good to see you, bro. Things are working out pretty good, man. I'm happy Bitcoin's making these moves. You know, today, as we look at some of these tokens, they're really making some hot moves here. Look at this. Look above my head, right there. There we go. World tokens up 21%. It has had an abysmal last few months. It was like at $13 a few months ago, and look at it now. Even with up 21% in the last 24 hours. Yeah, it's still having some issues here. It was one of my best earners when I sold it off in March. Core is up 15, Injective is up 11, 12, Arweave is up 10, Bonk is up 10, Near's up 9, Python's up 6.5, Tau's up 5, Mog's up 4, Stacks is up 5, Beam is up 5 and 5 and 5 and stuff like that. So we're looking pretty good here. Again, this is where I want to draw you guys' eyes a little bit. Let me go over here very fast. Scroll down. Page 2. Market cap's around $600 million, down to maybe about $400 million, $300 million, $200 million. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. My eyes can't do that type of scrolling type of thing. It really hurts them. All right. On this one, you got BNX up 18%, FTT up 16%, DYM up 15, Terra Classic up 14. Stay away from that one, as you guys know. H&T up 13. So there's definitely a lot of things still moving around here. A lot of money going in here. Layer 0, which we haven't talked about in a while, it's down to 134 here on the market cap list. Keep track of this one because as far as the last 30 days, it still seems to be profitable. One of those things that we like to check out here is, again, momentum. If you guys see that something has been moving up over the last 30 days, typically means it's going to continue to do well here if Bitcoin continues to do well. The momentum is definitely on its side. So right now, those are BNX, 1,000 Satoshis, Zcash, Helium, Wemix, Radium, and Sidecoin. Those are going to be some good alternatives there. As far as the top 100, though, Mog, Mantra, Maker, Aave, XRP of all things, which has been wild here the last few days, Bonk, AKT, Ethereum Name Services, and Near. Those have all been having some generally pretty good 30-day periods where you see momentum is definitely on the side of those altcoins. And if Bitcoin continues to go higher, can really propel them to much greater levels here. Now, I just want to check out one thing here. Let me scroll all the way to the bottom. Oh, there we go. Hold on. There you go. Play some different music for myself out here. That's not too loud. There we are. So, on page 3, this one's been a little bit interesting. I saw this a little bit earlier. Lollybomb meme coin $152 million market cap. Keep an eye on this one. It seems to be newer, and it's coming up a little bit here. So if you guys want to trade some lollybomb, there's something you guys might keep an eye out for. Punk is still doing fine. Mitchie's still doing fine. Cubic is fine right here in the last 24 hours. These smaller market caps are doing some good work here. Turbo, which was really, really strong, is kind of lagging these days. But I think this can definitely come back in a matter of weeks if we just continue to have that strong momentum. It's really going to be imperative that we continue that strong move up with Bitcoin and a lot of other assets. Right now, we're just cooling off and waiting for another opportunity to buy some Bitcoin, buy some assets. I'm not really jumping into anything right now. There we go, right here. Let me see. That's mine. No, which one? Trump, no. Meet the Press, no. Bitcoin, there we go. I want to see if there's any more news breaking today. Oh, here's something. So Marty says at 72,400, Bitcoin, $19 billion worth of shorts will liquidate. Never bet against technology. I mean, there are tons of people who make a lot of money off of shorting Bitcoin. I'm one of those people that knows how to short it, and I profit greatly off of it. But you know, I never do long-term shorts on Bitcoin because, you know, during a bull market, that's kind of suicide. But I think a lot of these people are actually the ones causing a little bit of this rally here today because they're covering their short positions, excuse me. But yeah, so you can see all of that, those shorts. Yeah, they're there. They're there. Let's not worry about 72,000 because we're not even at 66,000. You know what I mean? We'll get to it when we get to it, though. Anything else here? Since Germany has finished selling the Bitcoin, the price has increased almost 13%. You know, but I was just waiting to get back in there. Yeah, there was so much stuff coming together now. It really does make a big difference here. Scary size of Bitcoin sell side liquidity from Mt. Gox. Oh yeah, that's not as big, but still matters. Giant Bitcoin logo projected onto the Germany's tallest tower. Oh, dude, they're playing games with them right there. Cool little tower, though. Justin, president of Bitcoin Magazine, Mike Germano, says there will be a very bullish Bitcoin announcement on the RNC this Thursday. Okay, that's Thursday, so that's... I wonder what's going on there. I'll retweet this, and we'll see if we can find out some news about this. I'll ask my contact about it that I have at Bitcoin Magazine and see if there's any breaking news here. If there is, I won't be able to tell it to you guys anyway until Thursday, but I'll know what it is, at least. I'll know what it is. Bitcoin is too complicated, or do you think you understand how the dollar works? Oh yeah, dollar is a freaking shit show. Oh, let's see. Nayib Bukele, oh, that's the head of El Salvador. He says, we've decided to transfer a big chunk of our Bitcoin to a cold wallet and store that cold wallet in a physical vault within our national territory. You can call it our first Bitcoin piggy bank. Oh, that's cute. It's not much, but it's honest to work. Oh, there you go, right? So they're moving their Bitcoin over there. And remember, they continue to buy up Bitcoin. They've been buying up the dip like no other here. I'm telling you, those meme coins are crazy. Hey, there's a reason why I decided to load up on meme coins a while ago and why I'm still buying them every day. Or, you know, some every day, not all of them. They typically go berserk here. And what I like about meme coins especially is you don't have to allocate a large amount of your portfolio for it to give you some really solid returns. So let's say you had $100, you know, you might toss $80 and split it up into Ethereum, Solana, and Bitcoin. But you can do that last $20 and buy, you know, 20 different altcoins at $1 a piece, and then you'd be surprised that you can make a good amount of return, you know, from an ROI perspective on those investments. That's why I love meme coins. People seem to always love them, and they stay in fashion for a while. There's always new meme coins coming up. We've been waiting for things like a Matic. Remember, I've been talking about this for a while, Matic and ADA to really have a resurgence, and they just really haven't. They really have not had a good showing this cycle. So as long as they underperform, I don't really see a huge justification for me to go, you know, to be buying into all that type of stuff. Meme coins and AI tokens are what I'm looking at. AI tokens have been kind of lackluster over the past few weeks. Okay, you okay? You need something? Come here. Say hello. Hi. You just okay. He's just a little bit lonely. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. 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 Oh yeah. Yeah. Good. All right. Come up here. No. Oh, see. Yeah. He's a big baby. I guess, you know, when it's playtime, it's playtime. Yeah. Well, I can't do anything if your hand's on top. Yeah. You feeling better? Yeah. He's a big baby. All right. You good? His tummy just made a little rumble and he was like, what the heck was that? But yeah. All right. Could Trump speaking at the Bitcoin conference be a sell the news event? I don't necessarily know. I think if anything, it's going to be something more bullish. We'll have to see how the technicals look. If it looks like Bitcoin is like barely keeping alive and it keeps on going up, yes, it could be. Right now, it seems like much more of a bullish moment because a lot of the moves around Bitcoin have been around Donald Trump. When we look at some of the stuff happening right now, a lot of it's off of Donald Trump and Germany. Weird combo there, right? However, the reason why I don't think it's necessarily the biggest deal out there, even if we were to come down. Excuse me. See, now I'm gassy after listening to Loki's stomach. The reason I don't care too much about it, besides I'm just going to be there and kind of enjoy some history, right? Let's hope he's not assassinated. There's not another assassination attempt. I'll be fucking running for my life. But I think because we have the FOMC meeting happening just like a few days afterwards, I think it'll switch over very quickly from Donald Trump over to what Jerome Powell is going to be saying. And Jerome Powell is another big factor in the price of Bitcoin. And I think he's even more of a factor for the immediate term than Donald Trump is. Right now, everybody is pricing in that Donald Trump is going to win the election because it just feels like he's going to win, right? It just feels like it. You see all these endorsements coming from him. You see Elon Musk about to start pouring the money into the super PACs and stuff like that. You see Joe Biden kind of imploding week after week after week. I watched the Lester Holt interview a few days ago, or I think it was actually just yesterday, to kind of have an idea of what he's doing, you know, on the side. He was ticked off. He was mad. And I was like, damn, you don't see Joe Biden mad too often, but he was just really pissed off. The media was not helping him as much as they normally do. And I don't know why the media has shifted away from Joe Biden. I really don't. But yeah, Joe Biden was ticked off. He was very, very bad. He said, come on, man, you know, and then, yeah, so everybody's pricing in Donald Trump winning. It will be chaotic for the next few weeks, I'm sure, but I don't expect Jerome Powell to be hawkish after the good 2 months of CPI data that we had. So I'll be cautiously optimistic that Bitcoin is going to find its way to continue going higher. It doesn't have to be this week or next week. It just will go higher as these months kind of trickle on. Hey, Wilder and Poker Life, thanks. Yeah, he's laying down right here now, but yeah, he's a good dog. He just always wants attention though. Why do you think I end the streams when I do? It's because he wants to go do something and he'll let me know in a heartbeat. But right now it's almost getting a little bit dark outside, so I'll have to let him out a little bit anyway. Second question there. Yeah, Elon Musk. Yeah, this is gonna be wild. I mean, talk about a man of not Elon. Talk about a man of conviction here. Oh, let's go with this one. Actually, probably better. Yeah, there we go. Maybe CNN is the best choice. I hate paying for ads, so I'm just not going to do it. Let's see. Yeah, Monday, that Musk is now planning on supporting Trump's presidential campaign by committing $45 million a month to a new super PAC backing the former president. The donations, if they come to pass, are a significant development in not only the presidential campaign, but also the relationship between the two men, who both have fervent support among millions of fans who stand ready to believe most anything they say. That's a little bit of a liberal, tissy little thing on the end of it, but you get the point that they're trying to make. That is a powerful combo, both successful businessmen in their own right, one in tech and one in real estate. But if Trump does become president, that partnership will be very lucrative for Elon Musk, to say the least here. And also, I think Elon is just kind of hoping that Trump can kind of tamp down on what a lot of the liberal, like the extreme parts of the liberal party or Democratic Party, that he feels are damaging to society and things of that nature. You've all heard his Twitter account and stuff like that. Is there a specific order when watching your tutorial videos? No, not really. I post a lot of stuff and there's some overlap between them. I'm going to start posting a lot more tutorials here pretty soon. But typically the one video that I would say, if you guys wanted to learn a couple of my strategies, there's 2 different videos I would say you guys might want to watch. Go over here to YouTube. Smart Money Concepts Lux Algo. Search that. Scroll down right here to Master Smart Money Concepts at Lux Algo in 10 minutes. And there's another one right here that's 33 minutes. These 2 videos are important. This one is kind of the strategy. This is the whole setup guide. This is like explains what everything does. Like when I go over here and I switch up like this, I explain what every single one of these buttons is. Every little thing. If you want to learn that, the second video is for you. If you just want to learn the strategy and just have everything set up nice and easy, the first video is for you. If you want to watch them both, that's probably the best, so you can kind of make your own strategies as you want. But I think more people enjoy watching the first one and not the full half an hour one, because it can be kind of tedious to learn all the different parts of the tool, so to speak. Thanks for your Blowfin code. I've been enjoying learning on the platform. Hey, no worries, man. I'm about to start doing some more trading on that one as well. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to start doing some more tutorials for that one too. So I'm going to be doing a Blowfin tutorial. The new Fairdesk sister exchange, I'm going to be doing one there. And then I'm going to be doing one with CoinW as well. So you guys can see all the different things they have. And if you guys do sign up, I'll give you a general overview of how to use everything. On top of that, really, I'm hoping that the market just kind of stays more lively at this point. The last few weeks, as you guys know, has been very depressing for a lot of people, I would imagine. But yeah, Blowfin's been good. I just like how fast Blowfin is. Blowfin is extremely fast when you buy and sell. Liquidity is great on that exchange. Dang, I had to step out for a minute and missed your answer to my previous question about my turbo leverage trade. Let's see. Let me know what it is. I think I probably answered it just because you remember, but it probably was something that I've said similarly about different ways to use my trading strategy with Smart Money Concepts on it. You like the ICT Sniper series? I'll have to check that one out as well. It's similar to MEXC without the KYC. Oh, Blowfin? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm not a fan of KYC to myself. I understand if they want to do it, but for me, primarily, this is what I want. I want an exchange I can use in the USA, and then on top of that, primarily, I'd rather not have to go through the KYC process. There are going to be exchanges that require that, some do not. Let me see. Let me open up my Telegram here, because I know I have a message from my contact at Fairdesk here about what's going to happen with a new exchange. Let me read this off to you very fast. So there's some news about the sister exchange. The new exchange will launch around the end of July and beginning of August, which will require some new promotion. Let's see. The new spot trading pairs will be increased to 80, which is like only 5 or 6 on Fairdesk right now. The API is already set up to CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap.com, which is good. Let's see. Where's it at? Let's see. So all the good perks for users will remain the same, like no KYC, no VPN, and maybe even lower fee rates for users. All product experience will be based on everything currently available. Okay, and be optimized. Okay, yeah. So the new exchange that I'm going to be partnering with soon as well will not have that stuff, which will make it a lot easier for me and all of you guys too. I don't like KYC. See. This is my question. So weird. I'm very happy with my photo apart from Turbo. But it said my ROI was around 80%. It was a 50x, $50 long at 10x leverage. Was that about right? I wonder how long you were holding it. And I wonder what the fee might have been for that one, because that seems kind of high there, Wilder. But I would have to actually see the trade. So like if you go to Fairdesk and you go to that, whatever it's called, closed positions, it should tell you what your position was, right? It'll tell you how much the fees were and things like that. In case you held it for quite a bit of time. But it depends on if you bought it with dollars or if you bought it with Bitcoin as well. So that also changes stuff up. Got a limit order to save, but I miss MEXC. They won't take my Paleo ID either. Oh, that sucks. Very unfortunate. I always use VPN and everything, but the KYC now. Well, yes, you do need a VPN for KY. You need a VPN for MEXC right now. I'll show you guys a quick example here. MEXC exchange. I'm zooming in. You see that right there? Your IP and nationality indicate that you're in a location in a country region where the services are restricted. So yeah. Oh, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Well, at least I can't do it. Some of you guys can. One of the reasons I'm also going to be moving to Panama next year is so I have access to all this type of stuff. And it'll make my life just a lot easier, and I'll be using VPNs more freely down there because I don't have to worry about all the laws and regulations. It'll be so much nicer, but yeah. I personally, over here in Seattle, Washington, cannot get to MEXC. There may be a spot in the country that you can use it. I haven't found one yet, but even for something like a Kraken, right? I can't even use Kraken in my state, so so we'll see. Can I sign in? I don't know. The Kraken sign-in experience will soon get a new look. Oh, maybe. Is it back? I don't know. It used to have a banner for me too, so I'll test this out a little bit later. But I used to be able to use Kraken, and I haven't been able to use it the last few times I tried. Hey, just a bit of a heads up, guys. We are looking at some bearish activity heading our way for Bitcoin here. Is it a catastrophe? No. But last time we had it, it went down a little bit here for like in a couple hours or so. So just might be a buying opportunity for those of you guys looking for the dip. Am I going to be buying it? No, because we're at a level of resistance. But you might say that. I have always used a VPN on Switzerland. Oh yeah, I believe it. I mean, guys, at this point, there are a lot of exchanges out there that I don't have access to. So if I go over here to coinmarketcap.com, exchanges, Binance is a no, Coinbase is a yes, OKX, I haven't tried OKX in a hot minute here. Let me double check it. Not available in my region. Right? Bybit is a no as well. Upbit is a no. Kraken is a no. Gate.io is a no. HTX is a no. Bitfinex is a no. KuCoin's a no. MEXC is a no. BitGet's a no. Crypto.com, yes. Binance TR, I haven't tried that one actually. I don't think so. BingX is a no. Bitstamp is a maybe. Lbank, I think, was available. I don't think they have it anymore here. Restricted area. So you see how we're going down this list more and more and more. Then you got stuff like xt.com. I don't even know what xt.com is. xt.com. This might be an exchange right here where I could sign up or something. Derivatives. Perpetual. I'm not seeing any banner or anything over here, so that could be something there. Sign up. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, so that might be okay for us. But yeah, so as you go down the list, you know, a lot of exchanges are not available here, which is why we want regulation so they can get in here and make us some good money. See, I was getting that message last year when using REC, and I always used it until 6:30. Oh, there might have been some long period of time where they were saying, "Hey, take your money out, take your money out, take your money out," that type of stuff. But I'm not entirely sure because I used to trade with MEXC. I've traded on most of the larger exchanges that we still have today. Remember, back in 2021, BitGate was one of my larger sponsors on the channel. They were great. Remember, I bought their token in the bear market. It was fantastic. But at least for right now, so many exchanges off the table. I have the ability to move and go enjoy myself and trade on any exchange I want to. Not everybody's going to have that that freedom. So, as you know, as new exchanges come up and get once they get too big, you'll notice that they probably get banned or something. I'll find new sponsors and get you guys new exchanges. But it's not something that you guys can't get too comfortable with an exchange. At the longest, I think you guys could spend a year and a half on an exchange, which is plenty of time if you think about it. But for whatever reason, the SEC usually comes in after a while and says, hey, why are you trading this security on this exchange? You can't be doing that, you know? So, and then they'll kick the exchange out of the United States. As painful as that is. And hey, the real MFer, happy to see my man. I've played pro golf and pro poker the past 10 years, and I have lived all around the U.S. Coming from someone who has experience being alone, a lot of you should double think this move unless you're committed. Since of being alone, you should double think the move unless you're committed. Oh, you're probably talking about me moving to Panama? Oh yeah, I'm committed to that move wholeheartedly. I love Panama. I love it down there. It's relaxing. I'm going to spend about 6 to 8 months out of the year down there and then come up here for business that I have with one of my friends. And so I'll be back and forth quite a bit. But yeah, I like it down there. It's chill. And then I want to go island hopping and exploring for a couple years. And then after that, I'm thinking of going exploring in Thailand for a few years. And then I'll see if I want to come back here or if I want to stay abroad. At that point, after I'm done visiting Thailand and going to, you know, Singapore, Japan, China, kind of exploring as much as I want to, it'll really come down to what are the cryptocurrency laws like in the United States. Because there are people and products that want to pay me, but they can't because of United States laws. And I'm not talking about paying me to sell something to you guys, but they're just paying for me to be somewhere that they want to like promote. Like, hey, Michael, you want to come to this event? You know, they normally would pay for my ticket or my flight out there, but they can't do that because of the government. So I'd rather just be able to enjoy myself outside the country, have Loki be a little bougie dog that has his own maid, taking care of him, you know, and of course he'll be with me most of the time, but you get the point. That's going to be a much better, much better lifestyle for me rather than staying here and kind of working through all this bullshit here. And also, I want to hire a staff. I want to get a full staff for the YouTube channel, and I can't afford that in the United States. We're very expensive here, as you guys might have known. So I'm going to go somewhere with this cheap labor, hire them up. I want to have a small production team, kind of what we see BitBoy had back in the day. We had all the layouts and stuff like that. I want to build a whole system like that. And then I'm thinking of hiring a staff of a few journalists here every now and again to break down crypto news stories. Like, you know, I have a friend that works for CoinDesk, and I have a friend that works for Bitcoin Magazine. They could come on the show. I could pay them like $50 or something just for a quick little thing, or $100. I'm not entirely sure how much it would cost. I'd pay them and they would do a little, 5 to 10 minute segment talking about an article in which they are very well versed in the subject matter. When I talk about articles, I'm not as well versed. I don't understand all the concepts they're talking about, and I believe having somebody who is an expert would go much farther in teaching you guys exactly what's going on, and because they'd be better situated to articulate those types of articles, news, events, etc., whatever you want to call them. Hopefully Trump will let MEXC available in the United States. He may well do it. I want some clarity right now because we don't have clarity. Remember, we already passed one law. That was a very specific law for Wall Street, but Biden vetoed it. We're looking at another law coming through the pipeline here fairly soonish. Remember, it got passed in the House with a bipartisan support. It's in the Senate right now. It's getting chopped up and made into something else, of course, but it may be passed before the election, which will be great. Biden cannot veto that second bill. It'd be disastrous for him. If he wants to look like he can do anything for the crypto community, he's going to have to change it up. And right now, as you guys know, the crypto community is not very happy with Donald Trump, Joe Biden at all. Not very happy with him whatsoever. And hey, Poker, what do you call? I'm always down for more people to visit me when I go on these little vacations and stuff. I'm going to be in Vegas in August. I'll let you guys know exactly what day I am. But I'm hoping I can talk to people this time because when I went to Vegas last time, I was literally being paid to go do something. And so I always was busy doing something for them. This time I'm actually going and I'm spending my own dollar to go to this expo. I'm not really paying for the expo itself because I don't pay for that type of stuff usually, but I'll be going there, having a good time. At night, I'll be going to some event parties. But then I wouldn't mind just grabbing a beer with the subscribers. I was going to hang with a few people back last time, but again, I just always busy because I was being paid to go do something. Anyway, one of them was Vegas, Nick, and a couple other guys. But I'll try to find some time there. But yeah, even in Panama, I'm using these destinations as really a good opportunity to explore what's around me. So you guys know by now that I like cigars. In Panama, I can do a hop, skip, and a jump over to Nicaragua. I can go up to their farms and I can purchase some really good fresh tobacco. I would love to get some farm rolls fresh from the farm. I would love to get some nice dry aged tobacco leaves, all types of stuff, and bring it back to Panama. I'd like to get some Cubans and stuff like that. Do a whole host of things that I know I'm going to enjoy. But it's almost like a base camp for me to spend a few years out of my life there. And then Thailand, do the same exact thing a few years out of my life there. And then if I find a wife there or something in either one of those countries, I'm still not going to settle down. She'll just come and tag along. And then if I find a wife in Panama, maybe I'll anchor myself in Panama or the United States. If I find a wife in Thailand, maybe I'll anchor myself in Thailand or the United States. It really depends. But at this point, I'm not even thinking about the marriage game here. I was talking to a woman over the past few weeks, a couple women actually, that I'd been meeting just around town, cigar lounges and stuff like that, and they're always talking to me. They want to date, but then I mentioned that, hey, I probably can't date you for too long because I'm going to be moving to Panama here next year, and then they're most likely just going to not talk to me after a while. And I'm like, fair enough. I don't want you to get your hopes high that I'm going to stay in the United States for you, because I'm not. I want to go do my own fun thing. I got Loki. Where's Loki at? I got this little guy right here. He's gonna be traveling with me, and he's gonna have a blast going to all these little countries. Just chilling out. Might have to hire some security, but I don't care. It'll be a good time. Everything's cheaper down there. Oh, Pokelef. Okay, Cleo. I know exactly who you are. I know you changed your name. But yeah, I'll let you know. I believe I'm going to Rare Evo. I don't have my room or flights taken care of because, so the way this is working out is, speaking of poker, Rare Evo is from the 15th through the 17th, but I also have to visit my friend in Philadelphia right afterwards. So I'm going to probably get in there on the 14th, stay for the 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. But the 17th in the morning, I'm going to fly out to Philadelphia. I'm not even coming back here. Then I'm going to spend a week in Philadelphia with my friend. Then I'm going to go from Philadelphia back to Seattle, right? So that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I still got to sign up for this thing. I wonder how much the passes cost. Now, I get my free ones because I'm an influencer, but how much they cost, though? I think there's supposed to be prices in here. Oh, I see right here. $350 for the general admission ticket. The VIP ticket is $1,000 here. All right. This is in the Caesar's Palace. Caesar's Palace. So I'll message these guys about it later on. Let me see what the Twitter account says. Buy it now and say big on hotel rooms wherever. Join our Discord. So they have a poker tournament though. That's kind of cool. Oh, you can get 20% off wherever tickets too. Huh. Let's see. And it looks like. So this is a crypto game? That is pretty cool. Look at this. I'm not turning on the audio. Oh, there is audio there. Oops, sorry, my bad. It almost feels like a couple of the games I play on Steam. I don't recall what they are because I haven't played them in a hot minute. There's Star Citizen, which is a crazy detailed game. And then there's Elite Dangerous. And then there's Starfield, I think is the other one that I played. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. A long way to go, but for early work in progress, I like it. I've seen this system quite a few times. This is definitely going to be a smaller event, but I want to go there all the same to make some new contents, go to Vegas, have a good time, you know what I mean? And I think it'll be pretty fun. I have to get in contact with the Rare Evo staff, though, and see exactly how to get tickets, and I'll actually ask about that later on tonight. Don't do it, Michael. Don't do what? Find a girlfriend here beforehand? No. And hey, Walter, yeah, send me a not a tweet, but send me a message on Twitter, and I'll open it up later on tonight or tomorrow, and I'll look at it and I'll see if I can see what happened, or what basically what's going on. I don't think there's anything wrong, but what's going on. It might have just been the leverage. It could have been a whole host of other things. Usually the leverage is the biggest thing because the higher your leverage, the higher the fee is going to be for the trade. For example, let me pull this over here while we kind of watch Bitcoin do its thing. Do I have a closed position over here? So I did a 50x long. My profit was $229, but the transaction fee was $54, right? And that made it $175 with the profit. And let me do this very fast right here. Yeah, probably the best way to show that, right? Yeah. But I'll look at it. I'll see if there's anything funky happening there. This next year is going to get very spicy. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Really good time to leave the country. What do you call it? I'm not even leaving because of Trump or Biden and that. I mean, the country's in a kind of a weird spot, but I don't think it's nothing that we can't kind of like get ourselves out of, you know? It's always been a dream of mine to really get out there and travel a little bit. And I've done quite a bit of that, but I would hate myself if I didn't go out and travel a little bit more at my age, since I'm almost 30 years old. I want to go out and just, spend a year in Panama, spend a couple years out in Panama. Maybe I'll spend 1 year in Panama, 1 year in Nicaragua, 1 year in Ecuador if I really want to. I can do whatever I want to, but I'll be moving around a little bit here. Loki will be having a fun time along with me. I'm going to basically have a full-time cleaning lady, and I'm going to see if she can move around with us. If not, I'll just get a new cleaning lady or maid, 24-hour maid, wherever I go. But I really want to travel into the world a little bit more. Now, my primary focus is on Latin America and Asia, and Dubai and whatnot. It's not really on Europe or Africa. Maybe I'll get there one day, but it's not really my priority. So that's kind of where my mind is set as far as me going places. The biggest hardship is making sure that I can just get Loki out there and he can have a good time with me. He's going to acclimate to the heat. He's not a very, furry dog, if you will, and not a heavy coat or something like that. But I want to make sure that he is having a good time with me. He can travel most places that I travel. He doesn't have to come on every trip on every plane or something like that. But if I'm in Panama, he's in Panama. When I come back up to the United States for a visit for a few months, he's in the United States visiting for a few months, right? All that type of stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get him a couple certifications here pretty soon with a couple friends I have at that do this type of stuff. He's going to get his certifications to go on cruise ships, basically. And I'm thinking of just literally taking cruises from Seattle or California. If I got to drive, I drive. It doesn't matter. But basically from the West Coast to Panama, and then when I want to come back, another cruise from Panama back up to Seattle. And I think that'd be the easiest way, so he doesn't have to fly. I don't want to have him flying if he's not inside the cabin with me. And so that's what I think I'm going to do here. And I think that's the best way to go forward. I've tested a whole bunch of different theories, and having him on the cruise is going to be perfect for me. The only thing is, you know, he'll have to go through some training. I'll pay for it, of course, but he has to be a little bit more obedient before I let him on a boat. So he's going to start that training up, I believe, in I think I have it scheduled for early October. There's no good answer for the outcome for the assassination thing. People want answers, and none of them are good. If he doesn't get elected, people will lose their shits. We're on the edge of some crazy stuff. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, at this moment in time, it feels like Trump's going to win easily. And it's mostly because of Biden's cognitive decline at this point, right? So we'll see how this works out. It'll be tense for a while, but I think we'll get through it. Yeah, no worries, Wild. Yeah, just send me a post on send me a message on Twitter, and I'll be happy to look at it. Exactly, can't do it while I'm young out. That's why I want to do it. Because if I start getting married and stuff like that, you guys know shit's gonna slow down. I have a lot of friends that got married young because they didn't use protection. They had a kid, now they're married, right? And now they're just kind of stuck. They never had the upward mobility in life like they all dreamed of. And well, I guess I do have the upward mobility, you could say. I want that freedom to just do whatever I want to without being called a bad dad or something like that, right? I don't even think I'm going to be a great dad. I think I'm going to be a good dad. But if I have kids in Panama, you know, they're going to have to get used to me being away at a week at a time, you know, going up for do some business trip, being away for a month or two or something like that, when they're young. And then when they're older, of course, the whole family can come up and chill with me. Even if they're a baby, they can come up and chill. It really depends if the mom wants to come up, right? But if she wants to stay, they can stay. But if they want to come up with me, they can. But, you know, it's that type of stuff. But I'm still going to be doing my work, even if I find a wife in Panama. But I would assume that I'll have a talk with her ahead of time saying, hey, this is what I'm looking for in a wife. You're going to have a great life. Things are going to be great. Don't mess with my business, right? Just, I'll keep you happy, but don't fight, or there's going to be a quick divorce, very quick divorce, right? Question, what is the indicator using? So the indicator right now that you guys are seeing on the screen is the Smart Money Concepts indicator by Lux Algo. If you go over to YouTube and you type in Smart Money Concepts Lux Algo and scroll down, you're going to see a picture of my head like this, with me like this. Just click on that and it'll show you everything you need to know right there. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a night right now. Bitcoin still looks fantastic. It is getting a little bit more choppy on the 4-hour charts. I'm still kind of happy with it, but it seems like the news is keeping this thing flowing as far as the Republican National Convention is going on, plus momentum, plus the chances of so apparently a surprise announcement on Thursday about Bitcoin or Nashville or something like that we just heard about. So hope you guys all have a good day. I will see you guys tomorrow around 5 o'clock. Thursday, I will not see you guys probably at all unless I do it in the early morning, because I'm going to be in Seattle the whole day. So you're probably going to see me record a video in the morning or something, but not necessarily streaming, unless I stream really late at night, which I can do.